Hi everyone. Our psalm today is Psalm 86, and in this psalm it's said to be a prayer of David, a prayer that he prays to God in a time when he is being chased by people who are trying to kill him. He's coming in desperation to God, and through this prayer what we see is David reminding his soul of who he has come to know God to be. And he sets God out as the God of all gods. You know, we can set many things in our hearts as gods, things that aren't trustworthy, things that are not truthful. But David sets the scene of actually our God is the God of all gods. He says in verse 8, "Among the gods there is none like you, O Lord, no deeds can compare with yours." And David doesn't just say this, but he backs it up with evidence of his experience of God. In verse 15, he says, "But you, O Lord, are a compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness." And this phrase is repeated throughout the Bible, particularly in the Old Testament, but in the New Testament we see that lived out in the life of Jesus and the way in which he laid down his life for us, the way in which he invited us to be part of his family in grace and love. Perhaps today you need to know that the Lord looks upon you with compassion and kindness. Perhaps you need to know the grace of God. You know, we all make mistakes. I certainly do. But when we come to God and confess our sin, he forgives us. He wipes the slate clean. Even though we don't deserve it, he does it anyway because it's who he is. Maybe you need to know that today. Or maybe you need to know that God is slow to anger. You know, when we come before God and bring our mistakes before him, he receives us. He's patient, he's kind. And he is abounding in love. His love never runs out. He's faithful always. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.